Looks like we're ready to go live. I'm getting a signal here on my laptop that says we are live. It's it, guys. This is Woke Week. Can I play the video this time? Let's see if the intro video works. Woke Week, Woke Week. Nice. I think I did it. I was unsuccessful last time because I didn't have the audio up. I'm learning how to use this StreamYard format. It's very cool. I've been doing my stuff on Fox Nation through StreamYard. You know, we do our happy hours, and I do them right here. And here's all my alcohol for the happy hours. But I have producers working with me. So when I started doing these StreamYards on my own, this is just me, guys. There's no producer. I was a little bit, I'm doing coffee. It's cold coffee. I made this hours ago. I shouldn't do coffee because that's Scott Adams's thing, but I'm drinking water as well. So I'm double fisting the coffee and the water. And I'm excited, guys. First thing I want to tell you about, we're going to put this right up here. I got my new site, tom.locals.com. You've probably heard about this Locals site. It's fantastic. It's going to be a great new way for me to share content every day. I've been looking for something. I'll give you the pitch at the end, okay? Let's do Woke Week first. All right, what do we have to talk about here on Woke Week? First of all, the Rogan situation. This is the kind of thing, if I was on the radio every day, we'd be talking about this. So somebody's, look at the comments section here. This is something I didn't realize I could do through Task. Can you read these, bro? Yeah, I can. I can see your comments as we're doing this. Anyway, I got to stay focused on this. The Rogan thing. So Rogan signed that $100 million deal. We all know that happened. That's the kind of thing we would have been talking about on Red Eye. This is a perfect Red Eye story, right? So Rogan now is the people at Spotify, the employees of Spotify, one of these, modern companies. They want to strike. They want to go on strike. They're threatening to go on strike unless they can edit Rogan's material, because he's a guy who has conversations. He's a free speech guy. He likes to talk. He likes to hear what people have to say. Of course, that's not allowed in the modern world. So they want to edit his episodes. I'm sure he's going to win this. I don't know if it's a battle. I heard him talk about it. He addressed it. He said that so far the Spotify people haven't said anything to him. So, there isn't really a controversy other than the fact that people are reporting that the Spotify employees want to be able to censor him when they want. Now, there's already been some censorship because the Rogan episodes that are in the archive on Spotify certain episodes have been removed. They haven't made it up there, and they tend to be what people think are their more maybe controversial episodes, or things that the woke crowd wouldn't like, or things like that. Of course, those are probably the most interesting Rogan episodes of the past several years, right? I was thinking this would be a perfect way if you could simply, what's the word for it? When you work at a museum, curate. If you were to curate content, a pretty good way to get your information on a day-to-day basis would be to just seek out anything that has been censored by the tech companies. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. If it's been taken off, that's the video you want to watch. Because in most cases, you're getting a well-rounded, because it's usually some video where they say, this is what the mainstream media is telling you, and here's my take on it. For instance, the guys way back in late March, I think it was, might have been early April, late March, those doctors from Bakersfield, California, they put out that video on COVID, and they said, here's our take on this. We're doctors, we're working. Many, many cases, very few deaths. Many, many cases, very few deaths. People are scaring you. There's a great panic in the world. We don't need to panic. Great guys, great doctors. Immediately they were censored. They were taken down off of all the platforms. Go back and watch the video. You can find them. It's not on YouTube because they censored them. It's not on Facebook. But you can find the Bakersfield doctors. I think you know the video I'm talking about. I would play it here, but I don't, and it's a very long video. Everything they said was right. Everything they said was right. Many, many cases, very few deaths. They were saying that the death rate was this high. These guys were like, no, it's right down here. They were right. Bottom line. Somebody says Rogan is establishment. Rogan is establishment. Well, he is now that he signed a $100 million deal. But it just shows you how hard it is for someone who is from the outside to enter the mainstream, because they won't let you enter the mainstream they won't leave you alone, essentially, is what I'm saying. Okay, let's go back. Let's go to the next subject. What I'm saying is that I think if you were to have a website that it'd be hard to host it, because everybody would be pulling you down. You'd have to have your own renegade site. But if you just curated the videos on YouTube that have been removed or deplatformed or demonetized, PragerU videos, the Rogan episodes that have been removed, probably the best episodes that he's done. I'm assuming. I don't know. I haven't even checked on this. Any video that's been removed from Facebook, all of these things, you are going to get a very interesting, well-rounded, and expanded view of the world. That's the kind of world we're living in now, where the information that is being censored is pretty much, that's the stuff you want to be looking at. If only, even if you don't agree with it, if only to see what is riling the establishment. And I believe if you put it all end to end, maybe some stuff is, true, some stuff is not as good, whatever it happens to be. Maybe it's not even that interesting in some cases. But if you stacked up all the stuff that's been removed, you're going to have a pretty good knowledge base. That's what I think. Perhaps I'll do it sometime on this very show, if you can call this a show. This show isn't really, it's not weekly, it's not woke. So it's like it's a bit of a, what do you call that? It's like the old Jerry Seinfeld bit. I don't know if it's a real bit of his. Grape nuts, no grapes, no nuts. That's what this show is. It's not woke, it's not weekly. It's whenever the heck I feel like putting it up here. I went up on 4:30 because I like to watch The Five with Greg Gutfeld. We're doing a show this weekend. But I like to get this show, my little live stream, out of the way before I watch The Five. Me and Greg are doing a show this weekend in Texas. I'll tell you how it is next week. Okay, this is so hilarious, guys. Let's go to this. The California COVID order. The governor of California announced that he wants people to eat. He wants people, when they're out to eat, to wear a mask in between bites. In between bites. And they put out this this little graphic to help you. Okay, look at this graphic. COVID-19 diner tip 1. This is from California. You can see the official nature of it, covid19.ca.gov. And then you have this woman with this wonderful flowing hair behind her chair. Minimize the number of times you take your mask off. And it shows on, she's reading the menu there. Off, she's taking a bite. On, off, on. So they want you to take the thing on and off all during dinner. That's what they're telling you. And they show you in the picture how to do it. But it says minimize the number of times you take your mask off. What they really mean is maximize. They don't mean minimize, they mean maximize. Which is A, stupid. B, it's exactly the opposite of what they're telling you to do here. They say they want you to minimize, but obviously they're telling you to act like an idiot. And they're showing you in the picture an idiot woman acting like an idiot. What's she doing in that third picture there? She's got the napkin up. So she's like this with the napkin. Look, I'll give you the profile. She's got her napkin and what did she do? She's chewing and she snapped the mask on again. And now she has the napkin. But what are you going to do with it, lady? What are you going to do with that napkin? You can't wipe your mouth. There's a mask on your face. This would be funny. It's very sad. We're living in a stupid time in this world. We're living in a stupid time. It's embarrassing. These are embarrassing people. Maybe the value is that we will never trust them again. We'll never trust these people. And maybe that's the silver lining in all this, is that government employees, elected officials, the bureaucrats, have very little to offer us. And we now should never trust them again. How do I stop this thing? Take that thing off. Take it off. Remove it. We'll never trust these people again. They're not smart. They are not acting in our best interest. Of course, I don't trust these people. Of course, I don't trust public health officials. Of course, I don't trust government officials. And I think a lot of people want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Now they realize we are engaging in foolish rituals, and these people should never be trusted. We should never be listening to them. We should stop doing what they're saying. We should stop doing what these people are saying. Let's look at this thing. This next thing is this guy Moragan Wallen. I didn't know him, but he's a country star, and he was going to be on Saturday Night Live. Okay, so he was going to be on Saturday Night Live, but then they saw some social media posts of his, and he was in Alabama, and he was out partying without a mask on. So what did it mean? Did it mean he had to answer to the social media crowd shaming him, like people trying to shame him on social media? It didn't mean that. They canceled him from Saturday Night Live. They took him off the show. Listen to what he said here. Now, this is the guy. He's a country star. He's a little bit country. He's a little bit rock and roll. And he hangs around with Kid Rock, this guy. And he's known for drinking a couple of cocktails and getting a little crazy, going out to the bars. He's a country guy. Okay, so you would think he's going to be a rebel, and he is going to give it back to NBC and say, "Hey, you guys, to hell with you. I'm a country guy. I got to go out to a bar and drink a beer. I'm not going to put a mask on my face." Let's see what he said here in his rebellious video explaining to his fans what happened. Now, Tom, I got to remind you to share the audio when you're doing this. Share the audio, because otherwise you won't be able to hear him. Here we go. Come on, country rebel. Tell him what for.
In a hotel room. I was getting ready for SNL this Saturday, and I got a call from the show letting me know that I will no longer be able to play.
Oh, come on.
And that's because of COVID protocols.
COVID protocol.
Which I understand.
He understands.
I'm not positive for COVID.
He's not positive for COVID.
But my actions this past weekend were pretty short-sighted, and
what, you
they've
went out for a beer?
Affected my long-term goals and my dreams. I respect the show's decision.
You do?
Because I know that I put them in jeopardy.
He put them in jeopardy?
I take ownership for this.
I'm not talking to, there's nobody here, but I'm just pretending to talk to
my
people.
fans, to my team, for bringing me these opportunities, and I let them down.
You let him down? You had a beer.
And on a more personal note, I think I have some growing up to do.
What is?
I think I've lost myself a little bit.
Look, what? This guy should not be allowed on Outlaw Country channel on Sirius XM anymore, if he ever was. Okay, let's stop that. What am I doing here? Stop. Remove. There we go. I'm like a producer at this point, guys. Look, this guy went out to a bar, and he was posing with his fans. The girls at the bar were, posing with him, and I think he was kissing the girls. He was smooching with them on Instagram, whatever. Listen, he's young. He's negative. He is not positive for COVID-19. He didn't put anyone in danger. We are a very weak society. We're a very weak society, and I thought at least we could count on the outlaw country people, but we can't. He's apologizing to people for going out in Alabama, having a drink. Here's what we're doing, guys. I'm going to let you guys go watch The Five, but I'm going to do posts on this on social media. I hate social media. I hate this. I hate I'm doing Facebook. I'm doing Periscope, but I can't look at them. I can't even, when I go onto Facebook, I don't go onto Facebook. I post on Facebook from my computer, but I don't look at it. Okay. I'll look at you now. I'll look at some of your comments because I think these are Facebook comments or Periscope comments from people. Poor thing. He has no backbone. You agree with me. Outlaw Country, he should be giving him the finger with his guitar on and saying, you wimps on SNL, I went out, I'm going to go out and party when I want to go out and party. They'll have him back on. He'll turn into something. We're in a panic, people. We are in a national panic, and it's terrible to see some of the people engaging in the panic. But I guess you can't blame them because that's the definition of a panic. It's like when you see the bear, you're supposed to slow down and you're supposed to back up and say, "Go away, bear." But a lot of people just run. They run the other way, and they're panicked. And that's what's happening in our society right now. People are panicked, and it's very sad for me to see. Tom.locals.com. I'm Tom. Like, go to that site, join my community. Gutfeld has so many fans on there. I'm not going to have as many fans as him, but I want a few. So I'll do posts on this. You'll hear more from me. Don't worry. You can join and then just kind of lurk for a while. Nobody's going to take any credit card information from you, but it's going to be like this site is a community. It's a way for people to come together and do what is normally known as social media without doing the social media. You get it? I can't stand it. I can't stand the networks that we've had to deal with. So hopefully this is going to be a great thing. Tom.locals.com. I was going to make it tomshalou.locals.com, but I think it's cool that I'm the Tom on locals.com. This is a Dave Rubin project. Dave Rubin put this whole thing together, and it's going to be great. Tom.locals.com. Go there. And if you have any questions about it, just send me a message on here or whatever. Guys, this is Woke Week. I'm going to sign off now. You're going to be hearing more about this in the future. Who was that guy on MySpace? Remember Tom from MySpace? I'm going to be the Tom from locals.com. And next time we talk, tell me, what do you think of this microphone? This is like my best mic. It's a really, really nice microphone, but I don't know if it's good for live streaming because it's so good of a mic. It's so sensitive that it might be too good of a mic for live streaming. Do you understand? But it may be good. We'll see. I had some construction going on upstairs, and I wonder if you heard it. I think this mic might be a little too sensitive because, like, when you bump it, or if I hit the table, you hear that? It probably registers in the mic. Anyway, guys, go to tom.locals.com. For the people who are on this live broadcast, I want to see you first, and I'll say hello to you over there, I think, if I can. I don't know if you can leave messages on the locals yet, but just go to my site and just join. Okay. We'll see you soon. Let's do the video. Let's close it out with the Woke Week again, because now I'm Woke Week, Woke Week. Beautiful. We'll see you later.